Hello, everybody. Rebecca Morris here. We are so excited you are calling in and taking a look at some information that has made a big impact in my life thus far in the last 3.5 years. So real quick, my background, I was introduced to this business in my teens. I was 16 and my parents were being presented similar information to what you're going to see. And I loved what I was hearing and seeing, but nothing happened at that time with my parents or myself, and so what happened was I went forward, I finished high school, I went to college, I was a Division I college soccer player, and I graduated with an accounting degree, and I'm born and raised here in Oklahoma, and so I went into the oil and gas industry, and I was an auditor. And 3 months into that career, I just knew I was not where I wanted to be location-wise or working in the industry or working in a position that I wanted to stay in long term. And so I was looking for something else, and really I wanted something I could work from home and ultimately walk away from but still be paid and be a stay-at-home mom when that time comes for me. And so I was looking, and I happened to be at a family reunion that same month, and two of my relatives that had presented to my parents 5 years earlier were there, and I knew their lifestyle. I'd seen it over social media. They traveled around the world, and they were retired in their 40s, and they were stay-at-home parents. And so I reached out to them and said, well, you remind me of what you do. And they put me in front of some information a lot like what we're going to run through here in about the next 20 minutes or so. And I saw it. I was 21 years old, and I said yes. And I was not an outgoing kind of person at that time. I was no offense to accountants, I am an accountant, but I used to be your typical accountant, very introverted, very shy, but I had a big why. And so let's talk about some possibilities for yourself and what if. So what if you could determine the way you age? I know many people that are listening in on this are probably in that millennial age group, what we kind of categorize as the age 35 and younger. And so you may or may not be thinking too much about anti-aging yet, but I'm going to show you some statistics here in a second about that. And we know science has gotten us to a place where you can determine the way that you age. But number two that we want you to embrace a possibility is what if you could move beyond comfortable? So I was in corporate America, and I did not like what I was doing, but I saw a lot of people that just they went with the flow. It is what it is was kind of their mindset, but I wanted more. And I tend to find a lot of millennials think that same way. So what if you could have more than just day in, day out working a job? Then number three is what if you could make a difference? What kind of an outreach or an impact do you want to leave? And what does that look like? And what would it take to be able to do that? How are you going to be able to go do that? So as we go to the next slide, these are the three parts we're going to hit throughout this presentation is what are we, what do we do, and what are your choices is what this comes to. But as a millennial, let's take a look, and lots of people say, oh, I'm in my 20s, I'm in my 30s, I'm not really looking. Well, let's show what the market is really saying. And so this is a survey that Merrill Lynch put out there, and actually if you look at it, 40% of the people they surveyed between the ages of 25 to 35 started using anti-aging products. So it means in those ages, people are really creating the habits that are going to sustain them for their lifetime. And so you have to think, who do I know in that age group, and what are they starting to use, and what if there was a way I could position myself income-wise? So what do? Our company is very scientific based, and so we have 75 full-time PhD level scientists that work just for us, and they're focused on the sources of aging, and we collaborate with 150 others around the world, and we have 4 state-of-the-art labs. You're seeing 2 pictures of 2 separate labs of ours. The one on the right is a lab in China, and we have another one in China as well, and we have a lab in Madison, Wisconsin, and then our 4th and main headquarters is in Provo, Utah, and that's the picture you see on the left. That is our innovation center. That is the first of its kind worldwide anti-aging innovation center, and that is where the magic really happens. And so what kind of science are we doing to be able to get to those sources of aging? What does that really mean? And so I don't come from a science background, but the beauty is I have been able to sit and learn from some of the best, and so what you're seeing on your screen is absolutely astounding to me. So when you think about your genes, and you go back to when you went in your first biology class, you learned about genetics, and you learned that your DNA never changes from the day that you're born to the day that you die. However, the way that your DNA is expressed does change. And the way that that expression, or how it shows up in your body for people to see or feel, is your genes. And so what we're able to do is we bought a research group named LifeGen Technologies. And our company bought them and brought their research in-house. And they have been doing research for over 35 years now. And they have the world's first complete genetic anti-aging database. And so what we can do with LifeGen's research is we can put your genes on a computer chip, and we can test product ingredients against it and see how the expression of your genes changes. And what that means is, if you were to use an example like your car stereo, if you went and you turn the volume up on your stereo, that doesn't change the stereo or the makeup of the stereo, it's just changing the expression of the stereo. And so what we can do is we can go change the expression for you in the same way that that volume dial changes if you turn it up or turn it down. So what you see on this left first picture is the genetics for someone in their 20s. And what you see in the middle is the grandfather who's in his 70s. And what you see on the far right is grandpa on a product called Vitality for about 90 days. And this product, Vitality, went and genetically reset how our body's mitochondria, or energy producers in each of our cells, produces energy and gives your body more energy. And so if you see that far picture, if you lay it over top of the first one on the left, it is a 92% match. And so what you're seeing is proof and scientific data to prove that what we can do is change grandpa's internal clock back 50 years. And we can prove it with science. And that's the beauty of the genetics. And so now we've taken those genetics and we've applied it in multiple product categories. So I'll start from the top right. You see that product is called TR90, and that is a 90-day program that goes and uses genetic expression science, and it resets the metabolism in the body. So it helps your body keep good fat and get rid of excess fat and produce lean muscle in 90 days. And that is a program I myself have been on, and many of my friends and family have been on it with amazing results, and the results continue past the 90 days because it has reset your metabolism. So as you go down to the bottom right, now you're seeing more of the nutritional side of our company, and you see a device there called the Biophotonic Scanner, and that is a device that in 30 seconds can non-invasively measure your antioxidants. And we own the rights to that technology, so there's nowhere else in the world that you can get that kind of a measurement. And what that allows us to do is guarantee several of our nutritional products that are related to your antioxidants absorption. And so myself, coming from an auditing background, I absolutely love that I am able to show people if the product is working for them or not. And if they have gone on a 60-day trial of the product and we have their initial scan and then we scan them at the end of 60 days, if there is no improvement, the company itself is going to refund all 60 days worth of that product. And I love being able to give that kind of a guarantee to people and say, if it works, you will know. If it doesn't work, you will know. And I think that is so powerful, and I love the integrity behind that. Then as we move to the bottom left, as we kind of keep going clockwise, those are our ethnobotanical products that really we partnered with a man called Dr. Paul Cox, and he is the world's leading ethnobotanical doctor. And so what he has done is he's studied indigenous cultures for many, many decades. He's gone and lived with them and learned what they use in nature, and he brought that back and he helped us create a product line using that same natural makeup. And so love those products. Those are your daily use products. I love them. They're all over my house. I give them as gifts. I can't go a day without them. Then as you go up to the top left, that is our ageLOC platform for the outside of the body, and that is a platform that can use the genetics, and that includes our FDA cleared medical device for the face, the facial spa. That device, now we have nicknamed it the wrinkle iron, but I'll tell you, for millennials, think in terms of being able to prevent before it gets there. Think in terms of being able to clean your skin and being able to have cleaner pores and what that means for cleanliness on your face. So as we continue, the thing is, these are great products. In the United States, we have over 350 products alone. But the thing is, we don't stop there. Our company continues to innovate. And I know the millennial age group is most familiar with Apple. That is the most innovative company out there, and it's really, I feel like we have grown up with Apple. And because I remember the big Apple computers in school, and then when the iPod came out and the iPhone first came out, and then the iPad, and so on and so forth. And so this company that we are partnered with has also been called the Apple of the anti-aging world, and that's because of our innovative pipeline. So when we came into January of 2015, a little over a year ago, our company CEO said, you know, we promised you that you'll get a new product every year, but in the next 18 months, you're going to get 3 new products. So get ready. Put your seatbelts on and get ready. So the first product that we brought out last year was our essential oil line. We entered that industry, or that market category in our industry, which that is the fastest growing product category in our direct selling industry. So we entered that with Dr. Paul Cox's research. Then in fall of 2015, we did a soft launch of this product you see in the middle called ageLOC Youth. And that product, in that soft launch, we sold out $23 million in 5 minutes online, just in the United States and Canada alone. And that product is the summation or the culmination of all of LifeGen Technologies research. They did the research to be able to create this kind of a product. This is 35 years of genetic research in a bottle. And this product does 3 main things, and the clinicals have been amazing. And I've been on this product myself since the soft launch, and the results are fabulous. I've had improved energy levels, and I come from being an athlete that loves to work out at a very high level, and so that's very important to me, and being able to focus better and recover better from my workouts and my travel schedule. Just amazing. But the 3 main things we saw in the clinicals for this product was, 1, tissue regeneration. The second one was a resetting of the inflammatory balance in all systems of the body. And the third one was the body's ability to create its own nutrition. So where supplements are supplying the body with nutrition, we are then, with youth, able to help the body turn on the mechanisms to create the nutrition it needs. Amazing, amazing stuff. So then, moving on, the one that is coming sooner, and we are just so excited. This product is coming here in about 6 months. It's called ageLOC Me. And think in terms of Keurig or HP printers, where you have a device and you have to fill it with cartridges, and you have to refill those cartridges every time they run out, right? And that's the business side. Well, this device is a smart device for personalized skincare. And so you put your hand through that hole that you see in the middle of the device, and the device will dispense in the morning and then again at night on your hand, and you put it on your face and you're done. How easy is that? No more lots of bottles on your bathroom counter, or your boyfriend or your girlfriend or husband or wife or whoever complaining that you're taking up too much counter space. You have that one device. You answer some questions based on your personal profile, where you live, your skin type, all these different factors, and you will get a specific regimen for you. And it will dispense on your hand twice a day, and the device will let you know when it's time to go get it and put it on your face. Love it. I have gotten to see this device and use it. I cannot wait to get my hands on my own, finally. So the products all sound great, and the company stands behind them, and we have a 30-day money-back guarantee on all products, that if someone gets a product and they're not satisfied with their results within 30 days, they'll get a full refund. If someone starts as a a business partner with us or as a distributor, and within 30 days they decide they don't want to, they can return all unopened product for 100% refund, or they have up to 364 days to get a 90% refund. So the company is taking on all of the risk themselves. And so who is Nu Skin? And this was the most important information for me personally, because I come from a business standpoint. So Nu Skin, they've been around 31 years. They're going into year 32. So those of us that are millennials on this are saying, oh, this company's grown up with us. And so the biggest thing for me about this company was that they were publicly traded, which means that all of their information is public knowledge, it's public information, it's transparent. So the company cannot and will not hide any piece of information. And that was the deal maker for me, because my background was as an auditor, which audited public companies to make sure that they were being truthful. And so that's what I did with Nu Skin. I did that research, and I came to find that Nu Skin was as solid a company as you're going to find. And so that's why I chose to partner with this company. And this company now operates in 54 countries around the world, with several more coming in the next couple of years. And so think in terms of not just where you're at or what country you live in or even your city or your state. Think in terms of global, if you're that kind of a visionary leader like many of us. And the best people to go do your company research are the industry experts and the experts of business. And that would be Forbes as an example. And Forbes has Nu Skin as the #5 most trustworthy company. And then Fortune 100 is the second one that people really respect. And they had us as the #68 fastest growing company in the top 100. And the American Business Awards, those are the equivalent to the Oscars for the business world. And we have tied the last 4 years in the innovation category with Apple. So again, those comparisons from industry leaders and knowledgeable experts, huge credentials. So go check out the company from those credentialed or credited sources. And the company, one big thing for our age group is giving back. And so Nu Skin has its own Force for Good and a Nourish the Children program that has fed over 450 million meals in just 12 years to malnourished children, and I absolutely love the heart of this company. It really is the core foundation for this company is serving others and making that difference. So a little bit on the track of the company as we wrap up here in the next 5 minutes or so is, where has the company been and where is it going? And so it took the company 25 years to go over $1 billion in annual revenues. That's not bad, 25 years, okay? And then it took them 5 years to go double that and go over $2 billion. So they added another $1 billion to their bottom line on an annual basis in just 5 years. And so our projections are to go double again in the next 5 years. And to be honest, we expected to be a lot more. And these new products that are coming out this year, ageLOC Youth, along with ageLOC Me, we believe will be the cornerstones to those. And the beautiful thing is that revenue, you can always bank on 40% of that coming back to people like you and I. So think in terms of how big a slice of that pie do I want for myself, as we're going to go add another at least $2.5 billion to the company. So 2014 average monthly income numbers, what does that look like? So you say, okay, I saw the big scheme, the big revenues overall for the company. What does it look like for me? And the best analogy I can give for this industry is the same business model you see in multiple industries because it is so successful. You see it in insurance, you see it in real estate, you see it in mortgage. You have your agents and you have your brokers. And all it is mentorship and apprenticeship. And so you have your agent in real estate, for example, and you have your broker in real estate. And the broker is the one that has the office, it pays the overhead. They hire and train agents to go out and sell houses. And the better that they train their agents, the better the brokerage does overall, because you bring in more sales throughout that. So what we do in our industry is we just change the names. It's distributor and executive. And so everyone in this business comes and starts as a distributor. And what we do is we teach you and we mentor you to become an executive. And that's based off of volume of products that are consumed in your organization. And once you reach the level of executive, the average monthly income is about $450. Now, that's not a lot of money, but I'll tell you from a millennial standpoint, I hear many, many people say, that would actually cover my student loan payment. So think in terms of for yourself or people who do you know that has student loans that would love a way that they could create an income that could come and pay for their student loans every month, and that their other income source does not have to go towards those student loans anymore? What kind of freedom would that provide those people for that? And then what if you taught them to go duplicate what they had just done? They had just become an executive. Now if they went and taught one other person to become an executive, now the average income is about $847 a month. Now, when I was looking at this, that's what covered my bills. And I get jokes that where I lived was not the big cities, where it's a little bit more expensive to live, but that's okay. But you think in terms of $850, what kind of cushion is that giving somebody to make their bill payments on a monthly basis now? And when someone looks at this in terms of how can I leave my job, or how can I create an income from home that's sustainable, that I don't have to get out of bed for and work for anymore, well, we divide this into 4 steps. And the first step is we're going to identify 4 people to become executives and help and train each of them to become executives. And that's the Ruby position. And the average monthly income is about $2,500. And what you normally find is that's about the average monthly income for a recent student graduate from college. And so now they're looking in terms of, okay, have they just replaced or gotten close to replacing their salary? Maybe, maybe not. But what they have done is they've created an income that is a residual income, and they have also earned themselves 2 free tickets to a free vacation with our company. And this is for them and a guest of their choice, and the company spends anywhere from $8,000 to $10,000 per pair to go on these trips, and it is unlimited on the number of people that can qualify for these trips, and you can qualify for them every 6 months. And I've been on 3 of these, and they have been phenomenal trips, life-changing trips, and I've gotten to take my friends with me, and it's just been a blast. So that's step 1. Step 2 is you go add 2 more. So now you're at the 6th position, what we call Emerald. That's about $4,500 on average a month. And step 3 is go find 2 more. Now you're what we call a Diamond executive in the business, and this is where I currently hold the Diamond title. And step 4 is you go add 4 more. You're at what we call Blue Diamond, and that average monthly income is over $45,000 per month. And there's one more position beyond that called Team Elite, and that's where my relatives that introduced me to this business currently reside and have for over 12 years, almost 13 now. And so that's what I witnessed them doing. So I have met hundreds of people at the Team Elite and Blue Diamond position, gotten to know what they did, and honestly, it's not a matter of is it possible, it's just a matter of are you willing to work hard and allocate some time to learn from those that have done it. And the statistic that I was told when I saw this and asked if that was really realistic or not was that 95% of people that come into our business and become simply an executive on the far left, and they use product and they share it with people, share their love for those products, and they've never quit, after 10 years, 95% of those people have reached that Blue Diamond level position and income. And when I heard that, I said, okay, if 95% of people can do it in 10 years, I can certainly do it. And heck, I'm really competitive, so it's not going to take me 10 years. So the thing was, I had to be mentored because I was a wide-eyed 21-year-old, maybe like many of you that are listening to this and saying, this sounds great, but how on earth am I supposed to do it? And the beautiful thing is, you're not going to do it by yourself. You're going to be coached every step of the way, and we match your energy. So however hard you're willing to work for yourself, we will work just as hard with you. And you're going to learn from people that are currently doing it and those that have already successfully done it. And I love that, and I think that is so special for the millennial age group especially, to be able to be mentored by those kind of people. So we went over what we've got, who we are, your choices, and really people are going to fall into one of four categories when they've seen this information. About 60 to 70% of people just want to be a consumer and want to try the product. ageLOC Youth, it just came out, or they want to try one of our other favorites. Then some people say, it sounds great, I want to make a couple extra $100, maybe use some product, make some referrals for those products that I've made, and just make some extra money. And that's perfectly fine. We call that a distributor, maybe make a couple extra $100. Then some people say, okay, a couple extra $1,000, pay my bills on a monthly basis, maybe be able to set aside some income to go shopping a little bit more often or go on a vacation. That's what we call an executive, maybe potential for a couple $1,000 on a monthly basis. And then there are those that are visionary leaders, and they want to go create a global business. They say, okay, which 54 countries are you in? I want to know exactly where I can go build a business and build an income. And those are the people that are looking to be more on that further right end of the scale, the blue diamonds, the team elites. And so people then go, okay, how do I get started? And this is either as a distributor or as a product user. A very good way to get started is to get our newest product and our most popular product, ageLOC Youth and ageLOC Vitality. And that is a amazing combination. This value is just crazy when we saw this package pricing come out. So those are two products that I personally am on. I have been on Vitality for over 3.5 years, and I've been on Youth since I was able to get my hands on it, and I will never go a day without these products. These are staples in my family. A better way to get started is someone says, okay, I want a little bit of everything, then what should I do? Then I always direct them to this package, the Core Foundation package. This is made up of 14 products, and these are the top 14 most reordered items in our company, in all of our markets. So you want to know what the masses want. These are the 14 products that they've wanted for years. And so get your hands on a little bit of the nutrition, a little bit of your daily care, the pearls, which is our most sticky product, or what we refer to as sticky, meaning that it's the one that everybody latches onto and they never go off of. And we have a couple of our essential oils. We have a couple of our ethnobotanical products, so just a little bit of everything in there. Then the best way to get started is the Business Builder package, which from a business standpoint or a customer, it is the best value. This is how I started in my business. And was it very comfortable to go that far out on a limb when I first started? No, but it was worth it. And so let me break down why that was such a good option. So you have your good, better, best option, but the reason that the Business Builder was so good was because it's a buy three, get one free. You're buying three $380 packages, which includes our FDA facial spa package, and then 2 of our 3 packs of oil packages, which are super popular. And for free, you're getting that Core Foundation package. So that's a $1,900 value. You're paying $1,140. And what we're going to teach you is you go turn around and sell those 6 essential oil packages for, and that's a total of $1,050. And you get a free personal website if you would like that. And so you've invested $1,140. You get back $1,050 by selling those packages, and you keep the entire facial spa and Core Foundation. So that's $950 worth of product for $90, essentially, when you net it out. And then you take that a step further. So what if you taught other people to do that? What would that look like? So if you taught 4 people to go do that exact same thing, and commission-wise as a distributor, that would be $10 or $210. You would also have qualified for our Enroll 3 promotion, which is another $380 package for free that you could turn around and sell. So you've sold that, you've brought in $380 for that, you've earned commission $210, and you brought in the $1,050. So now you have brought in $1,640. You paid originally $1,140, so you have netted $500 in your first month, and you're an executive. So now you duplicate that 4 times, and you go on a success trip for free, which right now we are qualifying for Disney. So that is a breakdown of the business. get back in touch with the person that invited you. I will tell you that this decision changed my life. I did not know what I had my hands on. So make sure you get all of your questions and answered to the best for you to make the best decision, because it can be a game changer for you and your future family. So you guys have a great rest of your day. Be blessed, and we will talk to you guys soon.